Hey, good day. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, listen, people don't understand like the time and the preparation, what it takes to make videos. What you want to do is make sure the camera's anchored properly, make sure the sounds is correct, making sure your background, making sure that there's no noise. What you're trying to do is, like I told you, this is new to me as I try to build my channel, build my platform. I'm trying to be very, very creative and doing the best job that I can possibly do. Anybody got any tip, any advice, let me know. The other night, I was listening to, Up for Debate. He was live. And right now, is anybody that know anything about Up for Debate? If y'all don't know nothing about him, this man right here, Up for Debate, the big old Odin. Check him out, man. Right now is a hell of an individual. His topic is like unbelievable. His journalism skills probably like #1. And this brother's not afraid. He talk about everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So check him out. Subscribe to his YouTube channel and check him out. Just so happened, like I say, I was had time, was checking him out, and somebody, because when you go on and somebody discovered that I was on his channel. So they was like, hey, Glaze, how you doing or whatever. So one individual asked about the red parrot. And when he talked about the red parrot, it kind of gave me flashback because the red parrot was like a hot nightclub that was in New York City way back when at the time. And any and everybody that was about something, I'm talking about from the celebrity, you talking about the actress, the actor, the ball player, whether it's NBA ball player, Major League Baseball player, NFL football player, hockey player, you name it, they came there. You talking about the singers, the rappers, anybody that was about somebody, the street guys, anybody that was in the street making plenty of money. I'm talking about the legit people that, right now worked on Wall Street. People work all type of life. Everybody from the New York City, it doesn't matter the nationality, colors, whatever. Everybody went there. The who's who went there to the Red Parrot to have a great, great time. So here it is. When he talked about the Red Parrot, there's several incidents that I remember fondly about the Red Parrot. And one incident in particular, it was right after the New York City was on fire. It was right after the Edward Burns murder the rookie police that was like executed in his car. And here it is, during that period of time, I was the #1 suspect. You know what I'm saying? Picture that. Brian Glaze Gibbs was the #1 suspect. Despite I didn't have no involvement, I didn't have nothing to do with it. But at times, guess what, folks? We are guilty by our association. We are guilty by the people that you hang out with. And those are things that everybody have to watch out for. Despite you can be a law-abiding citizen, it doesn't matter. If you hang out with bad people, guess what? You can become a victim of circumstance. But anyway, right now, it was a bunch of us. I'm saying we was hanging out, having a good time, making that fast money, doing everything that we shouldn't be doing. Like all of us, like probably right now in our early 20s. So we up there dressed up, went to the Red Parrot, chilling. So I'm talking about these are the individual right now that was with me. My man, Puerto Rican Jesus, and a few of his people. This is Puerto Rican Jesus. Look him up. Good guy, whatever, from Cyprus or whatever. You know what? Me and him, like I said, we had our ups and downs, but the difference is we came from the same hood. So it doesn't matter. Like we was like brothers. If me and him got into it, that was me and him. But when we was together, if somebody tried to mess with him, they got to go through me to get to him. It wasn't like that. So I'm talking about, it was me. Like I say, once again, here's again, a picture again of Jesus. It was Jesus. My man, Lanny Diller, Lanny. L was a cool individual. Anybody know anything about L? Me and L, that was my big brother, man. Learned a lot from L. May his soul rest in peace. So it was me, L, his crew. And once again, if you look at the picture, that's Jesus right there. That's L in the middle, and that's me at the end. And you know what? That picture right there was taken on the night of, I spoke about the Cat Paradise when L had a party for his sister up at the Cat Paradise. That was taken that day. We all went shopping. We was in South Jamaica, the Coliseum, shopping during that period of time for that party or whatever. So I just want people to know, once again, our younger days, I'm saying Jesus been down, LD right here. I'm right there. That's in Cypress Hill Projects. You can see the park in the background. That's right behind LD building. So that, getting back to the Red Parrot story, we at the Red Parrot. We deep. Now, mind you, you got the security system. Everybody checking, you know what I'm saying? Checking for weapons, making sure everybody's clean. So we at the Red Parrot, you know what I'm saying, period. So once again, me, LD, Jesus, and our people or whatever. And to me, like, we straight. And we had off-duty cops, you know what I'm saying, that got our guns in. So now we're not only straight, you know, right now we got our guns, got a neck full of jewelry, Rolex, you know what I'm saying, gold and diamond bracelet. So we in there, we up in there. And like I told you right now, was for the most part, we're not worrying about anything or whatever. So just so happened, as time went on, you mingling with the crowd, you trying to have a good time. And keep in mind, I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't get high then. I'm just there mingling just to have a natural good time off of life, being happy, being free, making money. Back then, making $40,000 a day. So all of a sudden, you know how you feel this present. I don't know how y'all can be out and about and you can feel when somebody's like staring you, you know what I'm saying, staring at you or staring you down. So with this brother right here, this brother right here, okay, here it is, staring me down. He was with this guy, Carl, you know what I'm saying, Singleton, the Vine from Brownsville. I know Carl good, but I didn't know this guy. But this individual made it his business, and he kept like staring me down. So it's a crowded nightclub. You know what I'm saying? Why are you looking at me? You're supposed to be looking at all the women, all the beautiful women that was there at the time. Why are you looking at me? I know I'm not no beautiful looking woman. I'm not a beautiful looking guy. I'm not, I don't think I'm handsome, but I think I'm not ugly. I'm average. But anyway, this cat stared me down. So it got to the point right there, I got tired of it. So, after a few minutes of trying to be evasive and trying to avoid this, all of a sudden right now, man, I'm saying, yo, my man, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, I'm saying, yo, man, what's your problem? I'm saying, period. He said, what you mean? I said, every time I look around, you looking at me. Why in the hell you keep looking at me, man? I'm saying, help me to understand that. He said, well, you looking at me. I said, look, bro, no, I'm not, man. I said, I'm trying to avoid this. We're not kids. This is the shit we did as kids. What you looking at, and that's how fight and beef start or whatever. So help me to understand what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Do you know me? What's going on or whatever? So right now I said, look, man, everything I was saying, the guy started talking about that he was just like me. You know what I'm saying? You was just like me. And I'm trying to be like as cool about it as possible. But every time to do what I say, he repeated and saying like he just like me. And then finally it just got to the point, man. And I look at the guy, I said, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. You are not just like me. I'm saying if you was just like me, then guess what? We would be identical twins. And we're not identical twins. So you know what? I snapped. And right there, when I snapped, everybody went for their pistol, my guy. And who was with me, right next to me, is this gentleman right here. This gentleman right here is David McCleary, okay? Anybody know anything about David McCleary? David McCleary is right next to me. You know what I'm saying, period. And he was an alleged shooter of the rookie police officer, Edward Burns, that everybody in New York State, New York City, everybody thought I was the trick man. But right now, he was right next to me. And he had the gun, and he was like, yo, look, you want to get him. You know what I'm saying? You give me a sign. And you know what? Like I told you, I want to get this guy and a few of us. And you know what? I'm sitting back thinking about it. Hold up. What the sense? We in a crowded Red Parrot nightclub, an elegant nightclub, the who's who. So what the sense right now is me. If I wasn't thinking, if I allow my emotion to supersede my intellect because I want to prove a point, this guy think he tough and he don't even know who the heck I am. I say, you know what? I caught myself because what would have happened is this gentleman right here, he would have been dead. He would have been dead at the scene. But not just him. How many innocent victims, how many people didn't even have nothing to do with this BS, this craziness, would have died or would have got seriously hurt. And then not only that, guess what? Chances are it's too many witnesses there. So guess what? You're going to get caught. You got to go to trial. Are you going to beat that? When you got 1,000 witnesses against you? I don't think so. Anything is possible. But only thing right now, what I did was at that time, I went over ahead and caught myself. And like I say, I didn't allow my emotion to supersede my intellect. And what I did was I extended my hand to this gentleman. And he took my hand and I introduced myself. I say, I am Glaze Gibbs. And right now is the dude shook my hand and say, I know, I'm Hatchet. I'm like, come on, man. See, I didn't know him, but I know of him. We know a lot of the same people. We are close with a lot of the same people. So here it is. Why the hell could you just come up to me in the club? Hey, Glaze, how you doing, man? My name is John Bloody Hatchet. Why did you have to put on a big scene? Like, more or less, we about to get into a beef. And sometimes, guys, back then, that's how people did stupid things like that. Because they want to save that story for when they go away and they do a bid or whatever. Yeah, this is how I met Glaze. I met Glaze in a club, and right now, we almost got into a beef. No, you would almost die. You almost got murdered for some dumb stuff by fronting. Okay, only thing you have to do, hey, Glaze, I'm Hatchet. And you know what? I'm like, oh, shit, Hatch, I heard a lot about you, man. You know such and such. You know such and such. We are people, man. So that would have been it. But let me go deep into that. See, as time went on, I had to learn why Hatchet kind of approached me like that. Why he approached me like that? Because what happened was him and one of my other associates, him and Jesus, had gotten into a misunderstanding over a drug spot. And guess what, guys? Everybody think because you hang out with people that you know what's going on. Jesus did his thing. I did my thing. LD did his thing. It's not like we was down together. So what happened was Jesus had a spot in East New York and was doing good. And from my understanding, Hatchet took the spot. I'm saying, period. No retaliation. Hatchet took the spot. So automatically, Hatchet felt, or Hatchet assumed, or he wanted Jesus to know, just because, like Jesus, you are, with Glaze, guess what? I don't care. That's what he was basically saying. Just because you was with Glaze, we got beef, I don't care. And you know what? He standing firm on his belief. But once again, I didn't know nothing about, Hatchet, and Puerto Rican Jesus. I didn't know nothing about their beef. I didn't even know they had a beef. But don't get me wrong now. Had I known and had Hatchet came up there like that, acting like that, guess what? The outcome could have and would have been a little different. Why? Because once again, like I said right now, is Jesus right there, LD right there, me right there. I'm saying right now, we all was cool. We grew up together. We went at it that time. But yet and still, I don't give a damn. Right now is, worst go to worst, your people come first. So if Jesus would have took the time and explained what took place or what happened or whatever, yeah, it could have definitely be a different outcome. Because once again, he's a private person. He handled his business on his own. But if he would have let L know or L would let me know, now when this guy came up on her trying to grandstand or whatever, probably, like I say, he still wouldn't have been wise to more or less like react that way in the Red Parrot. But then again, what would have happened after the Red Parrot? So what I'm just trying to say, man, listen, man, here it is, something so simple. You going out mingling, trying to have a good time, and then it almost turned out into a bloodbath. You know what? All for what? Because us back then, young black folks or whatever, we got money. We did a lot of stupid things, that we hear and we can regret it. And my thing is right now, people, always be aware of your surroundings. Always think before you react. Don't get caught up into the knucklehead stuff. This could have been a bad situation. And there was some major people involved. Like I said right now, it was cool. Here it is. Because of this individual, the way that he approached me, and because of right now who I was at the time, and being that my brother right here was right there with me, I'm saying he was inching. He was ready. He wanted me. Yo, let me get him. And you know what? Like I told you right now, was guess what, man? Just because you are in control, or just because you got an army with you and you can call shot, still, you have to play chess, not checker. You have to think. Guess what? Every situation do not have to end in balance. And a lot of people do not understand that. Listen, my name is Glaze Gibbs, and this is my story. What I want you to do is, guess what? Get your signed copy of my book. This is my book right here. Beyond Lucky, the Glaze Gibbs story. Email me. Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 @yahoo.com. Get your signed copy. This is a blueprint that you can give to your child. You can give to your son. You can give to your daughter. You can give to your niece, your nephew, your younger cousin, somebody in the neighborhood that's going down the wrong direction. Get them to read this book. And I guarantee it would change their life around. This is the blueprint that would help them to stop making that multi-billion-dollar prison system their permanent address. I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly. I give you real. And once again, like I said right now, is to me, crime doesn't pay. If I, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs, can change, anybody can change. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Hey, that's what it's all about. This is not my channel. This is my platform. This is my ministry. I'm trying to get the message out there, getting these kids to understand. Guess what, man? It's more than life. Life is beautiful. Life is what we make it. But what we have to do is we have to do it right the first time. There's no shortcut in life. Shortcut in that street life is for losers. And y'all not no loser. One love.